Test, test. Hello, there I am. Somehow the microphone device got changed to different settings. That may be a bit too loud. Let me bring this down. Let's hear it. Oops. Too low. How about now? Test, test. Test, test. Hello. What if I were to bump this up a little bit more to here? How does that sound? Maybe a little bit lower on the background sound. Or here. Test, test. Okay, this should work. Bah. Okay, and one, and two, and click, and me. No, it's not me. F5. No, I changed to this. So weird. How can things, change up on me when I don't use it? Oh, there you go. We'll get there. Okay, let's get to it. That's the wrong one. Where am I at? Here we go. Here we go. Okay, we did it. Yay. Hope this sounds okay. Tune that down a bit. Okay. Cool. Now that's left off. On this, what did I name this? I gave it a funny name. I call this the Left Damage Fibo. Yeah. Had a lot going on this week. It was annoying. Chewing. Long story short, I had car issues, and I ended up getting me a new car. Based on the scenario I was played. And I'm not a fan of car shopping. I don't like that. And I shouldn't needed to buy a new car in the first place, but annoying stuff happened, and one thing led to another. Bleh. Anywho, so I was working on this last night just to try to get this little handkerchief doohickey. And I didn't stream it though, just because what a fiasco loop that was. But I'll do a recap. Previous stream. My first attempt was this weird little croissant, maggot worm looking like stuff. I thought I could sculpt it with the clay brush buildup. Some of this, that, zigzagging around. I didn't nail the look of it. So I decided to do... Oh, well, I guess this was it. my attempts. Whew, I'm trying to make the bandage. What I have now, I decided to do a 1 unit helper cube here and just match it over this thigh, damaged thigh, and then using the blue panels on the surface here, I was able to duplicate it and then make the panel from each one. And by doing that, I had more control over it. I kind of wiggled and wrapped it around and bunched it up. And it gave me, after this one, turn this off. Wait, oh, no, wait, turn it on. Yeah, that's it. It gave me this results. Which I kind of like it. I kind of base it off this angle. So I see like 1, 2, and 3, and 4 straps here. So, and I was doing this last night, but it got to the point where it's a good stopping point. So let me turn all this back on. And when I say good stopping point, I'm gonna move on to another part of this piece here to work on, because I do want to revisit this. There's something I may want to work on the strap some more. The strap, make this one more, you know, like a headband, kinda more circular than this. I don't know what I have here. Also, if I had this other part underneath it, that would help help make it look better, because it's wrapped around this plate here. It should be wrapped around the little skeletal part here too, which I have over here. I can mirror it over there and wrap it around. It would probably be over this part, so this little red bar I have here. Well, as I say that, yeah. What do I have here? I got something going on here. I guess I try to base it off of this, but now that I'm looking at this with fresh eyes, what happened here? Why did I accidentally smooth it? I may have accidentally smoothed it or something. It's a bit wonky. Or I belted it or something. Yeah. Checking my previous parts. 5 and 4. Checking. That's also 5, 4. Cool. Yeah, let me get back to that later. I want to work on this part here. The stacks. The smoke stacks. Let's hide this for now. Hide that. Lots of parts. Lots of folders. The pedal feet. That's something I want to revisit too. Not quite happy with that. Okay, the body. I'll turn the faceplate on. Faceplate. There. Comfy. Get into go mode. Eat this pretzel. One moment, I'm setting up this message really quick. Okay, I'm back. No more snacks, no more pretzels, nothing for me to reach out and grab. Except for my mouse and keyboard. Okay, so this. The stacks. I want to do this, add this little circular piece here. And I think I can do that. So starting with this cylinder, or the grill disc from how I called it. So the grill disc. What I've been doing so far is making all these in low polygons. Lowest polygon counts. I'm at 3.2 million, and this whole project is about 66 megabyte. Not too intense, but anywho. With the low poly, I would duplicate that off. And since I want to do this little outer edge here, I want to grab this. Let me turn the things I can see. This. I just want this blue ring here. So I'll delete that off. And this blue ring, I want to extrude it out a bit. BZM, ZModeler, extrude, something like this. Because by extruding off of that and making it a separate piece, allows me to have more control over what I manipulate. It'll be centered with this tool, and let's see, it looks like the edge there is a bit rounded off, so maybe my usual 5 and 4 subdiv can pull that effect, but probably not. Same color, I don't like it. Not green. And maybe it can be a bit thicker, so hover over this, scale, polyglue all, a tad bit more, maybe just a smidge. Maybe I want to bevel the edge, so bevel, edge loop all, something like this perhaps. Like it, but then I also see it's flat looking too. So from here, how do I flatten this? Flatten it. Let's see. One option, I could delete this, I think. I'll get more of that. Nope, that's not it. Could slide it down. Slide, edge loop. I think that's it. Yeah, that's what I want. I want that look. And now I'm noticing this body here, the main body, it's at an angle. So this side you can see more of this. This is the thickness I like to have. Here it's right up, almost flush with it too. So let me see if I can fix that. I need to push it in a bit or something. If I grab this, let me see, where is it? Ah, yeah. So here, where it's nice and lowered there, my flat part is like right here. So really I needed to match it somewhere here. So if I move this here against the white part, do something like this, just a bit, that should give me I guess a bit more, huh? Oh, I guess this part didn't get moved. But okay. Move it down. Yeet. Lower this down. And I guess I'll lower this down too. Let's have another look. We're getting there. Right there. So I like the sides. Now the top and the bottom part. Top one's a bit too deep, too pushed in. It's too thick. Let's say it's too thick. So I guess now I need to just move these 2 points. This point and this point. Also, yeah, my little smokestacks. It's not even touching it. So, yeah, I like this one. That's a good thickness on the top. The sides. How's the bottom look? The bottom I can pull in a bit more too, so I'll grab this. Grab that one, invert the mask. Click, 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 and now we pull. Ooh. Oops, looks like I'm going back in a circle here. Not quite, but almost. There. Now, do I have a little dip in the center? Maybe I do. Let me fix the dip. So do that, invert. Turn this on to see. Before it was here, now it's here. I liked it before. Maybe we gotta live with the dip. Live with the dip. Oh yeah. I shouldn't get hung up on, getting the colors, but I like it. Makes it colorful. Makes it more interesting to look at. And easier to spot the subtools, so I can click on them. Back to the smokestacks. Let's turn symmetry on. I like for them to both make contact. But I have the body at a weird angle. They are both right above this little grill disc here, with lines going in a V shape. So, with the lines here and here, I also need to account for the thickness of this, outer ring, like what I did for here. So here, and this thickness. Mine looks like it's a bit too close. Too close, or maybe my stacks is too thick. I'm gonna go with it's maybe too thick. Let me shrink this up a bit. Go up here. So using my draw size reticle, this red circle, I have the thickness of that plus a line. Thickness of the reticle. So here, this not touching the rim of the body, and not yet at least. I can always make the body a bit higher. Let me do that. Oof, the body. The body with a weird pinch. It shouldn't be, but it is. Let me do a mirror and weld just to make sure I'm on the right. Yeah. I must have did like a weird bevel or inset. None of this is straight. Okay, so the Let's mask that, go here, reset that. I want to flatten this first. Like a nice flat top. And then from here, I want to line these up. Do I? Or leave it the way it is now? No, actually, I like the way it is now. And then let's crease this too. Crease, 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 crease. Let's see, so with that, let's raise it up just a bit. Maybe I can't raise it up. Maybe it needs to be there. Yeah, I'll leave it where I had it. Back to the stacks. Okay, grab this. Symmetry's on. You would think just plugging in these smokestacks into the body should be easy. But, it's not. I don't have the body even. That's why some part looks thicker and, stuck out. Okay, unmask that. Oh, this is really sticking out. Let's grab this. Here. Pull this in. Well, if I do that, I lose my nice little curve I got going on here. So maybe not this point, but this red point here. Let's see. Grab that point and this point, invert it. Here. Okay, let's pull. If I do that, now that messes up. Come on. Okay, I guess moving this here should help even this out. Quick save. I drink to quick save. Okay, grab this. Let's go. Pull this out a smidge. That seems to fix it. Not a lot, but okay, a bit more. Let's match it up with that. Let me take the hat off. Some of these are getting in the way. Which one is this? This in the body? It is in the body. Okay. Guess I'll leave that on. Thinking. Colors. Do I have them tilted? Maybe I did. Yeah, I think I had them tilted just so slightly. Or maybe I just didn't tilt them enough. That could be another thing as well. Let's go here. Okay, cool. I got them in the position I like for now. Whew. And let's do the same. So to make this V, what I have in mind is revisiting this green ring I just did here. And with this green ring, let's turn on symmetry Z. So now I have two little pointer dots here. They're not symmetrical though. That's okay. As long as it kind of gives me like the midpoint or something. So, which two spots will give me a V shape? I guess here. So let me grab this one and this one. If I pull it out like that, mask this, go here, turn on symmetry, we'll manually move it. Also need to account for the smokestack outer ring as well. Since I'm here, let's crease it. Crease that. This one needs to crease, and crease. Maybe I like it this way. Yeah. Okay, there. Better yet. Let's undo all that. Undo that. Instead of extruding it, we'll grab this. Change color. I'll hide this back in here a bit. Grab this. Control-Shift-A. And I want this piece. So let's split hidden. So these two pieces. Extrude. They're separate. I have more control of this. On how I want to position it. And tilt. Let's see. Let's grab this. I want to flatten this. Something like that. And widen this out a bit. Yes. Also, move this to where I think this tip is in the center of this, and I'll make this one the same. So, no symmetry on, mask this. Whoa, how does mask that? Invert. Let's see, Gizmo here. I'll use the center line of the blue on the Gizmo tool and move it here. Invert. Let's check. Hey, not bad. A bit to the right. Hello, MetaU. How are you? How's your Saturday going, man? Let's see. Here. Grab this. I think it's still a mask. Nope. Let's see. So how about here? Yeah. Grab this. I want to duplicate this off. I want just the purple. Yeah. Delete. Screwed. Working. Have a stream on site. Nice. I did something like that last night. Watching someone play Stardew Valley, and I was working on this piece, trying to do the little handkerchief damage bandage here. I'll revisit that later. It's at a point where I think it's okay, where I can work on something else. Yep. Work. Let's see, grab this. To believe that this month is already halfway over with. At my workplace, we have these employees milestone recognition. It's the third Wednesday of every month. We all come together. They get recognized. There's usually treats, cupcakes, cookies, chips. We eat, we chat. It's a nice little gathering. And then back to work. But yeah, whenever those event comes by, it's like, wow, it's halfway into the month, or more than half. It's the third Wednesday of the month. So yeah, sooner or later, a brand new month is just around the corner. And then, yeah, back at it. Let's see. Insert. Do I want to insert line? Yes. I want to insert one across, though. I need to bend this. Oh, right, this. So this piece, maybe I want to slide it down. Both. Slide both down. Cool. Yeah. Cool. Raise this up a bit. I can raise this up too. This body, though, I need to fix this. It's either too puffed out. Okay. Push that. I think I'll take that. Yeah. So, I don't know how long you've been in the chat, but earlier I was chatting out loud. It's been a weird week for me. Mostly car-related issue week. But long story short, given the option either spend more money to repair a car or just buy a new one. So this week has been all about shopping for cars, doing the research, and yeah. I remember when I first got my car, like over 11 years ago. It was an annoying experience. I had one of the, pressury salesperson type, where they're trying to meet their quota. So it wasn't a fun experience last time. This time, I was fortunate to where I didn't have that weird, icky feeling. But, yeah, a lot of thinking was involved for me. With me, there's a lot of thinking involved in general. Some people are like, oh, just find a car that's in your budget and then buy it. But no, there's more to that. The stuff I had to learn and uncover is, I guess it's interesting to just talk about too, in general. I guess before I start jabbering about that, you remember your first experience with your first car, Meta-U? Or if you have one? I can't assume everyone has a car. Because I have a few friends, they don't have a car, and they kind of don't want to for some reason. But yeah, they have their own rides, their own means of transportation somewhere else. Okay, this lasso mask. Never owned a car. All right, glad I asked. So yeah, I will try to share the highlight bit of my car adventure this week. Probably never will. Oh. My eye's not very good at focusing. Interesting. When you say that, are you like you know, vision clearness? Like right now, I'm nearsighted, is what they say. I can see things up close, okay. Anything further without my glasses, they're a bit blurry to me. So I definitely need my glasses when I'm on the road. It's not as bad, but it does help me see the signs and exits better. More ahead of time. There's that. I want to flare this out. Mask, disk, invert, inflate. There you go. Maybe more. Okay, I like that. I'm nearsighted, but I see things alright. Oh no, the floaters. When you say floaters, is it like whenever I sneeze, if it's a weird sneeze, I see like little dots that kind of float around? Is that the floaters you're talking about? Or do you actually have physical floating bits that you can see in your retinal or your eyeball? I don't know the actual term. Here. I will manually not inflate, but I want to flare it out more. Like that. Cool. Oh, this should be going inside of it too. Wrap this here. Up and inwards. Floaters are visible, very small clusters of bubble that form webs inside the eyeball. They cast shadows on retina. Oh man. Okay, that doesn't sound anything like what I have. Mine's just like a random temporarily flashbang bubble. But webs. That's unfortunate. Hopefully it's not, what's the medical term? Not progressively getting worse. Hopefully it'll get better soon. Let's see. Push this in. It won't get better ever. Dang. Hopefully it won't get worse. But yeah, with what you have, looks like it's okay if you don't have a car, or yeah, drive one. Yeah, there's lots of things to account or to think about in terms of do you need a car, la la la. I'll start my story now. So the car I had before, it was a 2013 vehicle. Let's see. Unless the cultists develop some procedure that doesn't include cutting the eye open or placing the liquid inside the eyeball. That's intense. Cutting the eyeball and replacing the liquid. I guess lately, whenever I'm reading stuff, my brain is just visualizing things that I may have witnessed from video games or something I've seen in movies, and it's like playing it out in my head. So I'm thinking of like Dead Space, what, 2 was it? When Isaac was inside the tube and that little needle was going into the eyeball? Anywho, random thought. Yeesh. Oh, right, the story. So yeah, say I have a 2013 vehicle. I'll leave out the name and model, because who knows, maybe they'll copy strike me or something. This 2013 vehicle was having issues whenever I would enter the highway and trying to merge onto the lane. However, it wasn't shifting gears properly, so I'd be stuck at a certain speed, and it wouldn't increase unless I pulled over to the shoulder, put it in park, and then punch the gas so I can get back on track. Let's see this. Increase that. Yeah, okay, I like this. So, noticing that a week ago, or I should say the first week, I scheduled an appointment. They were full. Had to wait until the next availability, which was the next week after that. A week later, got to the dealership. They do their diagnostic. Had to leave it there for a whole day. Near the end of the day is when he told me, "Hey, your transmission is having issues. It'll be $6,000 to replace." I'm like, my butt hurt. So, I'm like, the first thing I did was, let me check, are there any recalls? Any factory recalls mandate that they will cover this under warranty? I did the Google search first. Turns out there is. There's a lot of recalls for it. There's also like more than one class action lawsuit filed against that company or the brand, and over like 550 complaints on this National Highway Association website involving that particular year vehicle and the issue. So it's like, okay, this sucks. And I called the dealership, say, hey, I found this, found that. Can you guys cover it? And I get it from the service center point of view, because I used to work at a service center when I was a watchmaker. As the technician or the watchmaker, all you can do is, fix stuff. For some cases, if you don't have the right parts to fix it, you'll have to reach out to the manufacturer to get their approval or have them send you the parts. They're the one in charge of, providing you the tools to fix things. So the best they could do was send me a hotline number for me to call and reach out and have them talk to the people higher up to see if they will do anything about it. I called. The hotline number took me to someone that was outsourced overseas with a heavy, thick accent, and they weren't very helpful, and they flat out said, nope, we're not going to repair it for you, even after I told them all of this issue that I discovered about it. Their reason was because of the age of the car, therefore we can't, fix it for free. You just gotta pay the repair bill and move on. Like, so, and I made sure I chatted with a lot of people to kind of get me a better view on this. So at my workplace, there's one person at work. He's a vice president of manufacturer, and apparently he's a legend. He has owned over 100 vehicles in his time. He turned 61 a few days ago. So for someone who's owned over 100 plus vehicle, and he said he enjoys the hunt of shopping for a good deal and just trying out new cars every year. So like, wow. And he has a good connection of networks, other dealerships to hook him up with. Goes, hey, I got this new model in. You want to trade in yours and try it out? So he's built good relationship with people too. He shared me his experience when it came to dealing with products and having him cover stuff under warranty. In today's world, businesses would do whatever they can to cling onto their policy, and they'll stick by it. They're not in the way to help out the customer unless they meet the requirements. So yeah, he understood what I was going through and said more than likely they're not going to help you out unless you're able to spend more time and energy to escalate to the courts, and then maybe they will squeak and actually do something about it. But I don't have that time, and nor do I want to spend that much energy to do it. 1, 2, 3, 4 spikes in the corner, and then 1 big spike in the middle. I just want to say that out loud. Anywho, he was nice enough to do a quick text while I was chatting with the guy to see if he knows anyone in the dealership or someone who can help me out. But I was gonna meet up with the car people yesterday to make a decision, because I was also having a good friend that was helping me give me rides to work and home from work too. I didn't want to keep doing that. It's a nice, kind gesture of her, and she doesn't mind. But something about relying on someone to give me rides just felt weird. Like, I feel like I'm in their debt. I owe them like $3 million. Grab this. So, I just wanted to move on and not have to keep relying on that. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. Boom. 3, 4, 5, 6. They're not quite stars, but okay, I'm just marking these. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, back to the story. Didn't want to leave the story halfway through. So, throughout this whole week, I've been just researching, okay, my options. Either spend $6,000 on an 11-year-old car and hope that that's all the repair it needs, because it's an old car, so there is a chance where other parts might start failing and breaking down on me. Oh, you know what? I could have just used this. This would have helped. Do that. So I want one here. Uncheck that. There. Sorry, I'll finish the story. I'll get to it. I'll get to it. Just want to make sure these lined up. Okay, I'm okay with that. Quick save. So yeah, option was pay the $6,000, have the car repaired, and hopefully nothing else happens or nothing else falls and breaks apart on me, because that sucks. Or, since it is a 11-year-old car, I think it's time for me to, I guess, get a new one. A fresh new one with 0 mile, or relatively 0 miles. Or new, let's just say new, make it simple. And then, yeah. So, one of my coworker, he's very helpful too. He said, hey, ask him if he chose not to opt in to repair the vehicle, would I have any trade-in value with the current car I have? My thoughts and everyone else's thoughts was the most they probably offer is maybe $500, and that wouldn't be surprising. But I was helped. That's a good way of saying. They offered like $2,300 for the trade-in value. So, oh, okay, that's a nice surprise. So that's another thing to add to the option. It's $2,300 trade-in value. I can then look for a car, use that trade-in value, and So with all the information I dug up so far, trade-in value for a new car seemed like a better approach. Even chatting with the vice president of the manufacturing guy, he was like, if I'm in your situation, man, I would trade in and get a new car. Because with a new car, it'll be more than 6,000, but you're also paying for all the stuff are new. It's not going to break down for a while. If it does break down sooner than expected within the warranty manufacturing dates, or for my case, if anything breaks down within 6 years, it'll be completely covered. They got it. So it's just more reassurance, buying with confidence. And I don't put a lot of stress on my car. I'm just going straight to work, home, and grocery. So, and I treat my car very, very nice. I'm not doing donuts in the middle of streets or anything. And I take it to the dealership to have them do the maintenance work on it as well. Not to a shady place or someplace cheap where they could not be trained properly to work on that vehicle. So looking back at the last car I had, the 2013, I got my money's worth out of it, but I did not see myself spending any more repairs on it. I'm ready to move on. Right, I'm trying to make the little pointy stuff here. Let me add a cube. Here, shrink, bring this here. So next part, now that I've decided on that one tree path branch, getting a new car. So next is, okay, you want a car that's pre-owned, that has some miles on it already, or you want a brand new one with no miles on it, but it'll cost more. At the current inventory that the dealership had, many of the used car had a lot of miles on it. Crazy amount, at least 40,000 and up. And they weren't new. They were like at least, well, maybe 2 years old. And I learned a good rule of thumb: if you are considering to purchase a used car, on average, the age of the car, so say if there was a 2021 vehicle and it's 2024 now, so that's a 3-year-old car. A rule of thumb is to add 12,000 miles per age of that car. So that car would have 12 times 3 is 36. Yeah, would have 36 miles on that vehicle for a 3-year-old car. The one I keep seeing on the inventory, they're like in the 60s. So like maybe more than double the speed on that. So it really got driven a lot for such a young car. And even with a high mileage, it doesn't necessarily mean bad or good. If you know the history of that owner of the vehicle, one could say that person was an Uber driver that did a lot of drive sharing. So there's that. And if they do that, that means they drive a lot, mainly in the city, if I had to assume some more. So they're not on the highway. Maybe they are. But yeah, there's that. That could be why that car has so much miles on it. And oh right, if the car was, well, hang on, not if. It turns out cars that drives a lot in the city has more wear and tear than cars that drives on long highways, long hour trips on the road. Meaning cars that are in the city, you're doing less of stopping, a lot of driving, stopping, constantly turning and all that stuff. And maybe a lot of potholes too that they have to encounter. If it's a car that's on the road a lot, say the highway, may not have a lot of potholes or less braking that's involved. So that means less jerking, less, forcing stops a lot. So it's not as much wear and tear if the car history was on the highway compared to city car. Like, okay, I'm learning. So that's just more information to know. And if the dealership have history on that, like, hey, this car was like a Uber driver, or this car was driving from home to church all the time, by an old grandma. You know, more information you can use to make your decision on purchasing the car or not. I did not want to go through all that stuff to go through the history of each car, and then I need a car right away this week. But it was good to know regardless. So that's, I want to duplicate this, rotate. Let me make some progress on this first. So there's that. I'm eyeballing it. It doesn't look right. Go here a bit. Okay, yeah. So I decided to do some more history on the current car I have, the 2013. That's just fun. Thanks for your emojis. Your emojis has a lot of meaning to it. Trying to make the story as short as possible, but also hitting all the high points of it. So there's a website I found. It's called carcomplaints.com. It's a collection of a lot of the vehicle brands, make and model that's there, that people have piled together a data to show this car had this issue with the steering wheel, this car had issues with the transmission, like what I had. And it's a nice website that showed the particular vehicle I have had the most issue on this particular year model, which was the one I have. So I'm like, damn it! Of all the cars, I got this one. But to look at it more positively, it's like, yeah, I got my money worth out of it. It gave me 11 years of, getting me to point A to point B. And there are other people I've noticed or learned that they've gotten a car out from the dealership, brand new, but it was a lemon. Like, it died within like less than 10,000 miles. And depending on the dealership, they're either helpful or like, oh, not my problem, bro. Luckily, I didn't have any of that. Well, that dealership experience. As far as my new car goes, we'll see how long it keeps up. So yeah. Train of thought. What was I saying? Oh, right. The website that has good information. So that also helped me kind of make a better search decision, because there's a lot to go through in the inventory. They had like over 500 cars on their lot. And it's like, do I want to go with the same model that I had this weird issue, or should I find another one? So again, I'm doing all these research within this 1 week. I'm trying to figure out, okay, what's a good call? And ultimately, regardless of car, any decision you make when it comes to purchasing something, the more research you do and the more confident you feel in making that decision, the better you'll be with it, no matter what happens. Because like, oh, this was to expected, so you kind of weigh out your risk factor. And also, if you look at other people's review, not cars, I guess cars too, but say Amazon products, some people are saying, hey, this thing doesn't work, and they could be using it wrong. And they could be one of those type who are quick to leave a negative review than to spend time to look over the user manual to figure out how it works. Yeah. So the website was helpful. It got me down a rabbit hole of this helps too. The polygon that got selected, that is nice to have. So I know how to space this out. 1, 2. Sorry, sidetracked again. Here, 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 and here. Yeah, it was one spacing. Yeah. Cool. Quick save. So yeah, did the research, and here comes like the climax point of the story. So it turns out the history of vehicles, the year model of a car that was 2012 and under, were actually reliable. They were built to, have good quality, lasting product. But then car manufacturers realized, man, they're not buying as much cars. We need to make something that can make them, crap out and die quicker so they can buy a new one. Or that's the cheap route. The other route was, let's design cooler, nicer, sexier looking cars so they can, trade up. So they did a bit of both, but mostly with the first one. This particular CVT transmission was made from a different manufacturer. This car manufacturer bought, I guess, a surplus amount of that at a wholesale price, but it had like that one fatal flaw of that design where it was literally killing the engine over time, unless you kept up with your maintenance service to do this particular fluid transmission flush every 10 to 30,000 miles, depending on the car specification. And it's quite the expensive maintenance. It's not like your usual like 20, 40 bucks oil change. It's more like in the $500 range for a flush. So yeah. Knowing that, I did the research and said, hey, does this year that I want to purchase, are they still using that same transmission? Internet says no. We'll see how accurate the internet is, or Google says no. But Google is based off of what articles and blog posts it's pulling information off of. And it's this year, so still too soon to tell. We don't know any histories. Not many people has reported, issues with it yet. Not many people own that vehicle yet. I'm one of the minority that have it now. So too soon to tell. And I guess with anything you buy too, it would take at least a good 1 to 6 years to actually get a good user experience. Say an office chair. You buy a brand new chair, you feel how comfy it is. Oh, great, that's an immediate 5-star review. But wait until, I don't know, another year? And they're like, oh no, the seat is cracking, or it's falling apart, it's tearing. And then who's gonna have the time and energy to go back to their review, edit it, and say boo? If they had a lot of time on their hand, sure, they might do that. I'm not one of those. So yeah. Understanding the long-term wear and tear, and yeah, we don't know until we actually use it. And I thought I could somehow turn it into like a Kung Fu Panda mystical quote, but I don't have a way of closing it. Anywho, based off the research I did, and with the price range I had in mind, I went with the car that I bought, and that's it. Long story short. That was my deep thoughts on decision making for buying a car. That's it. I guess it's kind of a happy ending, or maybe it's half of a movie. Maybe there's a sequel coming up. Grab, extrude, push back in, grab that. Split hidden. Extrude. Polygroup all. Alright, now to make these into star shapes. symmetry on? I do. Let's do it this way. Mask that, inverts. I can either pull it up or scale them both down. Grab that. Grab that. Go here. Looking at the gizmo I'm at, let's do 0.5. Actually, 0.5 is a lot. Hang on, where am I pulling it from? Okay, from here. Look how 0.75. And now the other side. Grab that. Grab that. Grab this. Grab that. 0.75. 0.75. Crease. It's not quite pointy. That's an easy way to point, but I could stitch it. Yeah, I'll stitch the point together. Stitch one to here, but it won't be centered. I need to add a line. Multiple edge loop. Okay, that might help. Stitch here to here. Oops. So I got that. Next I'll need to flare it out. So this will work. Okay, symmetry there. I gotta do the same for all of this now. 1 and a 2 and a 3. And a stitch. Stitch here to here. Here to here. So yeah, I guess one more thought on the car. If I could live in a place where you could get anywhere with a bicycle, I would love to live there and just bike around. Imagine all of the less fatal car accident because there's no car in that area. Maybe a lot of bike theft, but no, bikes. I like bikes. I forgot where. At one point I did do research to see what city, what area had like a nice bike community. Eee, is this gonna work? This could work. Inflate a bit more. I know there's one place where the small town commutes by a boat. I forget where that is too. Oh, I think this triangle has like another line in the middle. I need to raise up. So push this. Push it down, or let's see. Can I raise it up? It might be too late now, because I did my insert line. Maybe scale. Scale the edge loop. Kinda. Make it bigger. I like that feature that Zbrush has in Zmodeler. It'll remember the last distance you did, so I don't have to keep eyeballing it. I guess I want to bring the points down too. Bring the points down, bring it up. Cool, I like that. Now for this one. This one, I literally eyeballed it, so I don't know how well this would be. What I should have done, let me delete this. So that's there. This gizmo is centered. I am eyeballing it again, but it's maybe a bit more precise. I need a landmark so I can. Okay, it's centered to this. Let me move this over here and try to get it centered with this. Okay, I like that. Okay, same thing. Insert multiple edge in the middle. In the middle, like so. Stitch. My symmetry's not on. Symmetry Z. Okay, one more time. Insert. Insert. Stitch, stitch. One more. Presets. Scale this. Put that. And I'll crease that too. Let's see. Let's grab this one. This one. Inverts. We'll ooh, that's too low. What was I thinking? Something like that. Grab this. And that. Raise it up. Grab this and this. Raise it down. Something doesn't seem right. Oh, they're not creased. That's why. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Things aren't aligning up. That's a you. He's watched any movies lately? I think last time I was chatting about movies, it was the X-Men 97 stuff. Actually, no movies. I actually just got done watching the Kung Fu Panda 4 this morning, actually. You seen any of the Kung Fu Pandas? How do I do this? Let's grab this and scale it outwards. Other way. I've seen the first three. Oh, nice. Did you like the first three, or what were your thoughts on those, the first three? Turn Elsa off. Nope, that's not what I want. They're good. I agree with you. I like the first three, and I think this is a second movie I know of that has a fourth installment, because I know Toy Story, they did a Toy Story 4, and I think the ending of Toy Story 4 was a good ending, good way to tie and wrap it up. This fourth one in the Kung Fu Panda is really good, and it felt like a sequel to the trilogy, kind of like if they were to make a quadrilogy, if they intentionally made the fourth movie to be like the ending, then they did good. But it also left room to be like, oh, could there be a number 5? That's how good it was. That's how I felt from it overall. So if you hadn't had a chance to watch Kung Fu 4, I'd recommend it if you have the time for it. And there were actually, you know, scenes in that movie that were like funny, that made me laugh. So I like that. Those DreamWorks movies, good stuff. Oh, I don't even have my 5.4 on. 5.4. Let's do this. Lower this. Oh, I hit tab. Yeah, I hit tab. Cool. I like the little spiky dudes. I guess I need to make the ring curve out more. So this one could be a good candidate for insert multiple elevation. Mine's crease. Theirs is not. I like my crease better. But if I uncrease this, how will that look? It looks like theirs. Okay, I'll match theirs. I also want to. Can I flare this out? It's almost flared out. Ooh, hey. Okay, you don't see it, but there's a fruit fly in my face. I was gonna get it, but it disappeared. I was gonna do a thunderclap on it. It's that time of season here. Summertime. Fruit flies. Okay, hard save. Hard saves mean stretch time. Oh wow, it's almost an hour and a half. Stretch time for me is also stretch time for you too. Meta, you stretch if you haven't already. Smokestacks, that gold ring is done. Mine's got some curve to it. Let me fix the lavender. Thumbs up. Okay, cool. Check. You did your stretch. I will take your word for it. Okay, yeah, I like this one better. Mine was slightly curvy. I didn't like what I had here before. What else do I see here? I can only imagine that the corner of my red body here would have this little curvy doos here. Yeah, I'll go with that. What did I do before last time when I was making the mask? Okay, here. I think okay, that's what I did. I did subdynamic. I applied that. And I think I started to do your method. Your suggestion helped me out last time, masking it out. And then I dynameshed it, and then I was cutting it up with a knife. But this one, there's not much swirly do, so maybe I'll do this one by... I'll use my go-to method, my 1 unit helper cube. That seems to be the majority of this whole model was based off of the 1 unit helper cube. So here, quick save. Drink to that. Okay. So this big, I think it's here. And let me start with four sides. Delete this, and this. That. Shrink. So I'm thinking something like this. I do my crease, subdiv 5 and 4. Add 1 line in the middle. Don't crease that. And then let's get the curve going on. Something like that. Oh, right, I need to account for the rim on this red part of the body. Let's say here, perhaps? Actually, can I even do that? I should be able to. It's not clean as I would like for it to be. Let's grab this. Do that. Maybe I should do another inset. Inset polygroup all. It helps if I have the thing in my face. This. So something like this. Grab this, crease edge. Increase. Crease that one. Ooh. Crease that. There's a tight pinch going on here. Oops, I guess I need that there. Maybe stitch. Yeah, stitch it together. Let's stitch it the other way. This point to this point. Maybe a collapse could help me out. Collapse? Can't collapse that. Can't. Well, I did, but that didn't seem to work. I'll leave that there. Because I think this part gets covered up by the... Yeah, it gets relatively covered up. Here. Oh, right. Let me do my rim first. Okay. What are my options? I could try and insert, multi-interact. Something like this. Uncrease. I get that sticking out. Which doesn't look as bad. I might take that. What if I uncrease this? So it doesn't look bad yet. Now I'm thinking, will this print okay? I might need to slide it back. Scale. Slide this here and how do I slide this back? Slide. I can slide down, but I want to slide backward. Not sure how to do that. Because now this is really thick up here. Not what I'm wanting. I could stitch. Do I want to stitch it? I don't think that'll fix it. No, it won't fix it. Undo. Oh, I have an idea. Slide this here, slide this part back. Slide this. Nope. You know what? I think I'm okay with this. this back here. Move this in place here. I think this could work. Straight top view though. It's a bit wonky. I think this one I need to fix. So lasso this. Gizmo and a little bit to the right. That looks better. This though, that's what's going on here. I think I had this raised up for a reason. I guess I was trying to have it make contact with it, or maybe it got accidentally grabbed from the mask tool. That might have been it. Increase that, increase that. Okay, I'm ready to move on. Oh, wait. I just saw something. Click here. Let me make this a bright yellow so I can see what's sticking out. The front part. Okay, just the front part. I could probably just move that in with the brush tool. Perfect, done. Yay. So if it looks wonky here, it's for a good reason. And as for here, I'm okay with that there. Oh, I didn't finish this part yet. Back to my little swirly do. Just had the most random thought. I'm trying to think, what am I going to eat for dinner? I don't normally have those thoughts. I'm normally in focus mode, but food is on my mind. What's for dinner? Let's see, how do I want to approach this? It's got like two little loops here. So I think if I add the line here, we'll create one there. I don't want it creased though. So uncrease that. Grab this, bring it here. So one there. I guess I need another one right here. No crease. Actually, I'll leave it there. So I want to... yes, this one. Click here. big, man. Take it easy. I must have hit scale or something. Increase. Okay, swoop number 1. The same for this one now. I need to extrude. Boop. Insert multiple. Boop. Crease here. Crease all. It's too sharp. I need to lose the crease in the middle. And that should give me the look. Or maybe I want the crease there. Maybe it'll look nicer. This one here needs to be flatter. But I think I'm getting to the point where, what's the way? So I forgot which stream was it I said. There's something I learned about the primary, secondary, and third form. So I guess the primary form is like the overall likeness, the general shape. Secondary form is like, what do you see beyond the first form? So I guess I see this. Second, little face mask, little spikes, the decals. Let's see that. And then the third would be the even more smaller detail stuff. This I had to zoom in like all the way like 700%. So this is my third form. I think when it comes to doing the third form, I can probably be more flexible and do it my way. Wait, ah, I didn't get it. I wasted my thunderclap. Okay. Anywho, back to this. So secondary, primary form. I need to. That's like the most important. Secondary form. Try to get it close to match the likeness. Third, it's too small. Who's gonna notice it? And yeah. Have you heard anything like that before, MetaU? Primary form, secondary form, and all that stuff. Trying to see if there's like any other variation or meaning to some other people. Increase that, increase that. This one, I'm okay if this one's flat. Go here. And flat. Flat. So we have that one here. Increase, increase. Same ordeal. Mask. Flat, flat. How do I wrap this over? Very carefully. Grab this, and I guess just pull it in. Woo! Something like that. Same thing. Grab this, pull it in, and one more. Might need to curve it. Something up here. Okay, I'll leave that there for now. Now for this one. Let's start bringing this in something like here. Grab this. Bring this in here. In the middle one. Grab that. Then bring it in. Is that what I want? Okay, I'll leave it here. I kind of like this one here. Thinking. Is this crease? It is creased. Increase that. And I guess a little bit of inflate wouldn't hurt. Mask this, invert, inflate by 5. Ugh. Oh, that shrunk it actually. Okay, -5. Not noticeable. Negative. Okay, 100. Way out there. Inflate to the Z-axis. So turn off. Gosh, it's way out there. Alternatively, just mask the one side. Mask that, and that. Just crease that one there. That's not too bad. Okay, this one. Same thing, just on the right side. Mask. Here. Oop, you know what? Ooh. Oop. Need to mask the top part too, so all of that. .05. I'll try to match that on the gizmo here. .05. Okay. Seems kind of out of place. I keep saying in my other streams, make it flow. If it flows, it's okay. Does this flow? Not yet. Let me grab this. That, go here, gizmo, reset, push down. I'm gonna leave that there for now. Let's move on. Let's do a hard save. Last save was 233. Whew. Alright, keep going. Alright, thanks for stopping by, man. Hope you got a lot done on your project. Thank you, you too. I think you put in like at least an hour in. When did you stop by? Stop like 1:40. Okay. So you did a good 40 minutes. Good job. Eat some food. Eat something for me. Until next time. See ya, dude. This side of the body. Still not a fan of it being kind of dipped in. If I fix it here in the low polygon, like here, that makes sense. But here, side, bottom. This one in particular, this one is like too high up, so I need to mask that, invert. Down. And then down here, mask that, invert. Do I need a line here? I want to say no, I don't need a line here. I would like to match this to this green thing. Do I? No, I'll leave it there. Leave it there. Thinking. saw the ending of this little swoop is the length of smokestacks. Mine is well beyond that, but I'm sure with the right angle and perspective on, it might look something else. Tilt. It could be like that. It's okay. Turn off perspective. I like it where it's at here. I still have a few more dead space here. This dead space is taken up by the thigh in the forefront. Fore view. I think it's okay. There's a few spots of the piece just having dead space here. Even the face mask, faceplate has dead space. This one, I would like to leave it. Well, I'll do the part down here. Did I do my... I think I did. I did my usual 1 unit, 1 cube helper. And also, I think I'm at the point where I can trim this off now. How do I want to trim it? Do I trim it or do I bring it in flush? So it's like here, right? Flatten it. I could scooch it here. Bring my gizmo here and tilt it. And then by doing that, I can grab this and just bring it up to the front just a bit. Something like that. Same with this one too. Grab that. And up. There we go. So that's kinda flush. Not really. Let me trim this one. This blue. Polygrips are kind of weird. Mirror and weld. Sure, I'll take that. Grab that, and that, do that. That. Okay, back to this. Let's put this into place. These here. And then maybe a bit higher. This one. If I masked it properly. There. Ah. Can't move that. Okay, leave it there. Leave it there. Just leave it there. Maybe you leave it up. Grab this. Invert. And pull it up. This one I wouldn't mind bringing down. Mask that. Go here. Shrink, pull, and push. Okay, don't push. This point, why is this point so high up? Looks better. This one though, what happened here? Okay. This one is not a clean. It's not clean. this up. Could do a Sculptus Pro. If symmetry on, whoosh, there it goes. Grab this, do that, delete hidden. I'll leave it there. That's good enough for me. Okay, we made it past the 3 o'clock. Well, not 3. We made it past the 2-hour mark. I can do it. What do I have left? I can start having the pose in mind. The pose shouldn't take too long. Just need a reference image on how to pose this little spider bot, crab bot, four-legged bot, quad bot. Doing small, minor adjustments, trying to make sure that they're all intersecting each other for 3D printability. I might need to inflate this ever so slightly. Ooh, 10 is not ever so slightly. How about 5? Okay, I'll do a 5. Okay, how about 1? That should work. Also, I'm wondering if this is anything like the pet bombling from WoW. By that, I mean if you were to take the little canister off its off of that, this one where he goes to here, part of the body. If I took that off, is it still adorable looking? Front, quick save. Front thigh bow, peggle feet. I want to revisit that. Decal, hind leg. Yeah, why not leave that here? I want to keep looking at that from time to time. This little bandana. Decal, rear thigh. Yes. Should put my decal down here. Front decal, rear decal. Kind of stir. Hat. Leave this on the screen here. Let me look at them peggle feet. Peggle feet 1, 2, 3. I don't think I have this to scale yet, but out of curiosity. Gizmo transpose from here to here. I'm getting about almost 1 millimeter. So no, it's not scaled. But 1 millimeter. That can break off easily. far as attaching this, I want to print it in one piece, and I might just cram it in there. Once I get the angle posed out, maybe I'll insert a sphere too, just to make the connecting points. And if it's a small piece, well, no, I can't get out of that. I was gonna say, yeah, let me just print it solid and call it good. But no. Oh, speaking of printing things, I need to actually get one of this printed piece spray painted and stuff while I still have daylight. So actually, yeah, I need to, on the end of the stream, maybe I might jump back on later tonight. But yeah, need to utilize the weather I have here and do some outdoor spray painting. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll do that. Good timing with the music ending too. Let's do a save. We'll do a quick save, and I'll wrap it up. So yeah, thanks for everyone who stopped in today. We'll see if I'll be back on later tonight, in a few hours. Yeah, until next time.